My advocate was talking about RBGH, and my major claim is RBGH has no negative impact on the health of the consumers that drink milk containing RBGH. Before I start with my secondary claims, I'd like to say that my advocate's resources were from the last millennium, from 1990s, which when in case all my evidence came from this millennium, and starting that, I come with my secondary claim. RBGH consumption does not increase the risk of cancer. My advocate stated that RBGH, when injected into the cow, increases the rates of insulin, which is known as GH1. Okay, it does, but to take a step back from the picture, an FDA letter dated April 20th, 2000, to Robert Cohen, document number 99P4613. It was a response for a citizen's petition banning RBGH, and this petition was on October 21, 1999. In this letter, page 3, paragraph 2 discusses, while some studies indicate that the levels of IGFI may statistically increase the milk of RBGH supplement cows relative to unsupplemented cows, reported increase are still within the normal variation of IGFI levels in milk. So it's still in the normal, so you won't die. And the other thing is that my advocate said that insulin builds up in your stomach. Well, the thing is, insulin is already in us because it's in our pancreas and it's also in our blood cells located in the plasma. So the whole thing about building it in our stomach, it's already there. Like, we were born with it. And our body already has more insulin than a serving of milk does. And it's also in human breast milk, so there's something wrong with it. And it's just, and insulin, which my advocate did not discuss, insulin is in your pancreas, and what that does, it lowers your blood sugar, which you actually need insulin. And if you don't have it, you're diabetic, which you need to be injected. And another thing, as I was looking at my advocate's resources, I noticed, like, they phrase words may increase chances of cancer, but my most favorite one was when they used likely to cause cancer. Now, to put this in an example of the word likely, how many of us have gotten in a car with a friend, relative, boyfriend, or girlfriend and haven't put on a seatbelt? Like, how many of us have done that? All right? How many of us have actually been pulled over because of that? Exactly. So, and also my advocate, I quote, excessive amounts of this is linked to breast cancer. Okay, this is false. And he also said that Europe, Canada, Japan, and Australia banned it. They did not allow to use RBGH. Okay, Europe, for real? Like, okay, Paris, they have birth control pills that are way more graphic and way more like what's the word? Uncivilized than our birth control pills. And have you seen their cars? If we're talking about the safety of us, okay, if you get in a car crash with one of those cars, you're dead. And then Spain, okay, we're talking about the safety of cows and animals, about the pain. They kill bulls every single year. And the only thing that I found that, the only country that I found that was in the league with the USA was Japan, because Japan, they're pretty advanced. But the thing is, I looked at their Japan Cancer Society, and their cancer rates have gone way higher than us. And as you can see, this is 1990. This is around where RBGH was introduced. This is their cancer rates. It has increased from 1990 to 2007, which appears to be still increasing. And then I highlighted for you guys to see. Pink is the pancreas, and green is colon, and then blue is breast. And the reason why I choose these three of the cancers is because this is where the advocate said is most likely to get cancer from. As you can see, breast cancer has been increasing, pancreas also has been decreasing, and colon has also been increasing. Now, I compared this to the American Cancer Society in an article called Cancer Facts and Figures 2009 by the doctors Jean Caillet and Carmen Rodriguez. show that cancer is decreasing. And the reason why I choose that is because last time the numbers were kind of far. This is for the graph for females. Breast cancer decreases. Remember, this is a map from 1990. Green is colon, decreases. And pancreas will kind of stay the same kind of way. And this is in males. Males, colon, green has decreased. Pancreas has decreased. And, well, men don't get breast cancer. And if you guys couldn't really see it, well, comparing to the deaths of cancer, 2001, there were 474,000 deaths of breast cancer, which were compared to 2009, only 4,030 have died. Colon and rectum, 2001, 682,000 deaths, which is compared to 2009, 4,830. Pancreas, 2001, 416,000, and pancreas 2009, 3,740. Now, my advocate says that we like drinking to the antibiotics compared to the increases. Since it could get into our milk, our body can develop resistance against these antibiotics. Well, there's more than one way to increase the antibiotics. As an example, as when you take Tylenol for a headache, well, after a while, the headache is going to get stronger. It's going to turn into a migraine, which then you move it to Excedrin. So you build up this resistance against antibiotics in other ways besides drinking milk. And my second claim is cows are in worse situations than what they are facing. My advocate shows patios for the cows. And I looked up RBGH on the PETA website, and they show no signs of them being mad at the RBGH. Instead, they show, I found it pretty amusing, they actually care about how they milk the cows, which is, if you guys haven't seen it, they put a metal plate next to their tit, and it's hard, and it's cold, and supposedly very discomforting. And then my third claim is RBGH was introduced in 1993 and still no effect. As you can see, I have drank my milk. I was 2 when this product showed up, and I'm seeing from my height and stature, nothing's wrong with me. And also, as you guys are probably in my same age, we were probably little kids when this product came out to the market. There has not been one time that my doctor has warned my mom about what kind of milk we drank. So, and I went to Kaiser, and that's a pretty good hospital from what I know. So there's nothing wrong with it. But what I do believe in my advocates thing is that showing concerns of knowing what we put into our bodies. But the way I end my argument is I am not willing to risk eating my cookies without my milk.
Well, the stuff that you've got going for you that's strong is I like the personification, and I like the combative attitude that you have about some of the points, and your use of humor is nice, although some of the application is a little bit stretched. Let's go to the first point where you labeled the issue about the insulin and the IGF, and you've got some arguments here that you're presenting, and it all turns out to be like it's a lesson about how insulin functions, but it's not, I'm not exactly sure how it's applicable to the advocate's argument. Is the argument that the cows don't have the same problem, or is it that we don't develop the problem as a consequence? It just was not very clear. There's a challenge to some of the evidence that is presented that is based on the language being used in the argument, and it sounds, this is again one of those places where you have kind of a sassy response where you make an analogy to the words likely and may, and I don't mind the challenges there, but I think the analogy that you make needs to be a little bit more certain on this particular point. The whole thing about Paris and birth control pills and safety issues in Spain, they kill the bulls. I think you're kind of off on a tangent on that one. So I'm not sure that that's getting you very much. I have to stop here for a second.